and welcome to National Focus. I am Curvia John. In the headlines, new synthetic track to open doors for Dominica. Dominica celebrates International Children's Day 2025. And government to continue to prioritize safe housing. The details of the headline stories and more when we return.
I love the freedom when I'm out there. Simply put, the worries from shore, none of that out there. And it's my daily bread. I learned it from my dad. My dad is one of the senior guys here who catch the biggest fish around here. And he's top with the red snappers. It's a family thing. I'm the only one fishing right now in the family. Just keeping it going. I enjoy bringing them up, man. Sometimes you have a yellowfin tuna, 400 pounds. Man, let me tell you, that's just a joy out there. I enjoy going out there and just holding the big fish. I don't lift weights, I lift fish. The morning of my fishing trip, I would get up, make a little spiced tea. Then I come down here. I have my GPS, which most fishermen are supposed to have that. Normally I prepare the day before, because whenever you're going out there, you must have ice. Ice is a must for preservation of the fish. So I always make sure I have everything the day before. My fish represents me, and I bring good quality fish ashore simply because the restaurants themselves, they have to show a quality product. Tourism and agriculture go hand in hand. That's what I think. We're all connected. It's like a big machine, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it. My name is Brandon Carlisle, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. The development of a synthetic track is in the works as government continue to make sports a priority in Dominica. The Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development conducted a visit to the site in Pointrong, Portsmouth on Wednesday. Minister of Responsibility for Youth and Sports, Honorable Oscar George, gave an update on the project.
We have a consultant that's working with us to ensure that we can do all the necessary assessments on the site. If you recall, early on, the intention was to develop just a synthetic track. Later down, the Prime Minister indicated that Olympic swimming pool is necessary to ensure more completeness of the facility. So with that in mind, we have embarked on a process to develop a master plan. This master plan will inform us as to the best layout of the facility, the best site. It will ensure that we have proper designs and estimates, proper drawings to inform us going forward. And of course, this master plan will be a project document for many years to come.
He also gave an overview of what the facility will entail upon completion.
The facility is proposed to include the track, obviously, the 8-lane track, the Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have some hostels or accommodation for our athletes. We intend to have an administrative block with a few offices. We are also intending to have some parking, a place where we can congregate and socialize. Obviously, it will come with adequate bleachers and seating, change rooms, washrooms, storage rooms, which is also very important, where we can store our equipment, especially our track equipment. So it's a complete project that we are embarking on, and that's why this master plan process is so very important for us to ensure that we can get it right going forward.
Member of Parliament for the Portsmouth constituency, Honorable Finella Wenham Shepherd, says the construction of this facility augurs well for Portsmouth and Dominica by extension.
We're more than elated to be the home of this development, this sporting development, a mega one at that. And what does it mean for Portsmouth? Our socioeconomics, that's what I like to speak to always. The benefits to the people, first and foremost, the job opportunities that will be made available. That is paramount. We have a number of skilled laborers and professionals within the northern space, not just Portsmouth. As we said, it's a national project, so it extends to our contractors and developers as well from the north.
Meanwhile, President of the Dominica Amateur Athletics Association, Mr. Brendan Williams, says he's excited for the opportunities that this facility will provide for the country's athletes.
I'm very excited. I mean, I think I should start back training next week to at least be one of the first persons to jump on the track, because that has always been my dream as an athlete, and I'm seeing it through the young athletes that I have the task to guide now, that they have the opportunities to compete. Dominica has always been on the brink of regional and international stardom, should I say, where we had, Fabian Flora, we had Bill Henry, we had Tyron Benjamin, Sabina Christmas, a few of our athletes who made it to major championships but were not able to get to the podium. In recent times we saw Thea Lafont qualifying for the Olympics and ultimately winning the gold medal at World's Indoors Olympics and silver at World Outdoors. But now we have the opportunity with this facility to see more of our athletes climbing the podiums at regional and international competitions.
Mr. Williams added that this facility is one step closer to the association's goal of hosting the Carifta Games.
For the local populace, we'll have the opportunity to see international stars come down to Dominica to not only train but to participate in competitions. I think one of the goals that the Dominica Athletics Association set out is, one, to work in tandem with the government of Dominica to deliver the track. And I must go on public record to thank the Ministry of Sports and the Honorable Prime Minister to make this a realization. And the next goal is to host Carifta in the near future.
Yes.
And we're looking at Carifta 2028, where one, it would be the anniversary year of Dominica celebrating 50 years of independence, and also a lead up towards LA 2028, where you will see some of our athletes actually come home to prepare for the event. So to see Thea Lafont coming home in 2028 to prepare for the games, Trennis Hamilton, Denick Luke, Addison James, Kerrell Eaton, just to name a few of our athletes, will be able to come home.
Citizens have been called upon to protect the nation's children, as Dominica observed International Children's Day on Thursday, November 20, 2025, under the theme, My Day, My Rights. World Children's Day is celebrated annually on November 20 to promote international togetherness and awareness about children's rights and welfare. The date is significant because it marks the day the UN General Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of the Child in 1959 and the Convention on the Rights of the Child in 1989. The day is designed to put a spotlight on key issues affecting children, from ending childhood abuse and violence to ensuring children's rights to an education, to play, and to healthcare.
Today, November 20, we proudly join the international community in celebrating Universal Children's Day under the simple yet powerful theme, My Day, My Rights. This theme is a reminder that our children are not just the future. They are active citizens of today, with voices that deserve to be heard and rights that must be protected. Universal Children's Day challenges us to reflect deeply on how we treat, support, and uplift the children of Dominica. It calls us to action, not just as a government, but as families, communities, and individuals.
She noted that the theme, My Day, My Rights, encourages children to participate while giving them a platform to voice their opinions and have their rights respected.
One of the core goals of today is to honor every child's right to express their thoughts, share their experiences, and contribute to decisions that affect their lives. This is why this year's observance includes a youth debate, giving our young people the opportunity to stand confidently, engage critically, and demonstrate their leadership. When children are invited to the table, they flourish. When we listen to them, we plant seeds of empowerment. Let us continue to open these doors for them, not only on special days, but every day.
Dr. Williams added that the theme also reminds citizens to protect the rights of the nation's children.
Today, we reaffirm our commitment to the rights outlined in the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. Rights to safety, nutrition, education, healthcare, protection from abuse, and freedom from discrimination. As a government, we have taken important steps to strengthen these protections through the Children Care and Adoption Bill of 2023, which provides stronger safeguards for vulnerable children, and the Child Justice Bill, which reinforces rehabilitation and fairness for children in conflict with the law.
The minister stated that laws alone are not enough to protect children, but instead requires a collective effort.
Every child needs a community, parents, teachers, neighbors, mentors, who will actively defend their dignity, treat them with respect, and speak up when they cannot speak for themselves. And lastly, My Day, My Rights calls us all to action. Universal Children's Day challenges us to confront the realities that continue to shape our children's lives all around the world. Violence, abuse, unsafe environments. These issues cannot be solved by government alone. They require every Dominican to play a part in building a nation where children are not just surviving, but thriving.
She further urges citizens to take action to ensure that every child is able to have a safe and happy childhood.
So today, as we celebrate My Day, My Rights, I invite each of you to recommit to the children of Dominica. Let us nurture them, protect them, uplift them, and guide them. Let us build a society where their rights are respected, their dreams are supported, and their voices help shape our national development. Every child deserves to grow up in a Dominica where they feel safe, heard, and valued.
Acting Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Irvin McIntyre says safe and resilient housing remains a priority for this government. This as 22 vulnerable families received keys under the government's housing recovery project at a handing over ceremony held on Monday, November 17. The Housing Recovery Project is a brainchild of the government and is funded by the World Bank as a response to the devastation caused by Hurricane Maria in 2017.
This administration has made housing a central pillar of national development because we understand that safe shelter is a human right and a foundation for economic and social advancement. Across the country, we have delivered modern apartment complexes, resilient single-family homes, refurbishment and renovation support, housing for seniors, single mothers, and displaced families. And we are not finished.
He says despite the number of homes which have already been built, more are in development as government aims to ensure that every citizen has a resilient place of shelter.
More housing solutions are currently under construction. More sites have been improved for development. More families will see improved living conditions. Our aim, as stated repeatedly by Prime Minister Skerrit, is to ensure that every Dominican has the opportunity to live in a decent, safe, and climate-resilient home. This work is not about politics, it's about people. It is about ensuring that the next time a major storm threatens us, our families will be more secure. It is about building a Dominica in which future generations can grow with confidence.
Dr. McIntyre added that government is committed to helping the country's most vulnerable as they continue the nation's development.
It is about one of the guiding principles of this government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Skerrit, has been a deep and enduring concern for the vulnerable. Whether seniors, persons living with disabilities, single mothers, low-income families, or individuals displaced by climate impacts, this administration has worked tirelessly to create equitable and inclusive development. The homes being handed over today are part of that mission to ensure that no one is left behind. It is our responsibility to protect those who are at most risk because development that does not uplift the vulnerable is not true development. Housing is security, housing is opportunity, housing is dignity.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. Minister for National Security, Honorable Reuben Blackmore, says the intention of community policing is to develop public trust. The minister made this statement in his address at the opening of Police Week.
I'm elated and encouraged to have heard the Commissioner of Police reference the embarking of community policing, where the intention is to develop public trust for the express purpose of resolving conflicts.
He says the government of Dominica has provided resources to assist the police force.
The government, therefore, has provided the resources to ensure that the community policing program is given the kind of currency it needs to get from a national standpoint. The minister was empowered by law, has invoked the requisite section of law under the police regulation to establish a community policing unit. I want to take this opportunity, with your permission, to acknowledge the tremendous work that has been done by the unit so far under the leadership of Sergeant Andrew.
The minister applauded the results of community policing.
If we are to make strides in this ever-changing world, the issue of building public confidence has to be paramount in the police endeavor. And I'm confident, therefore, we are starting to see results. We are starting to see results manifesting in the Gambia community. In Baffin State, in Silver Lake, we have to place more emphasis in Silver Lake to continue to address our young men who are at risk. And I want to commend the police, therefore, for the continued effort in trying to resolve conflict before they manifest into pathological stages.
Minister for Finance, Honorable Irvin McIntyre, while representing the Honorable Prime Minister, urged the police to continue enhancing community police partnerships.
We also urge you to continue enhancing community police partnerships to aid your efforts, recognizing that effective policing must be supported by community trust and cooperation. During this police week and beyond, our focus must be unity of purpose, government, police, and community working together.
And now for your weather updates. A high-pressure system is expected to remain dominant across the area during the next 24 hours. Patches of low-level clouds moving westward with the wind flow, generated by a weak low-level trough to the east of the area, could result in occasional cloudy skies with scattered showers. Occasionally breezy conditions can also be expected. Seas are expected to remain moderate during the next 24 hours, with wave heights increasing to near 5 feet on the west coast and up to 7 feet along the east. Northerly swells and longer wave periods are expected to lead to an increase in ground swells. A high surf advisory is in effect and may remain in place until next week Tuesday. All sea users and people living near to or traversing coastal areas are advised to exercise caution and stay updated on sea conditions. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Curvia John. Thank you for watching and remember to stay safe.